In June of 2020, a group of teenagers in Seattle downloaded a strange little app. It was called Randonautica. The premise was simple: set an intention, and the app would generate random coordinates nearby, based on something it called quantum entropy. They didn't take it too seriously. Their intention that day? Something strange. The app led them to a shoreline, where waves lapped at wet rocks, and the sky hung heavy with clouds. There, half buried in driftwood, was a suitcase. Large, black, zipped shut. They were filming, laughing, treating it like a prank. But inside the suitcase wasn't money or a joke. It was something no one was prepared to see. And what started as a TikTok adventure became one of the most disturbing internet discoveries of the decade. To understand what happened, you need to know what Randonautica is. The app launched in early 2020, right as the world went into lockdown. It claimed to use a quantum random number generator to send people to completely unpredictable places. But there was a twist. You had to set an intention, something you were hoping to find. Some chose things like love or mystery, others picked danger or death. Then the app would calculate coordinates, sometimes just blocks away. People started uploading their results to TikTok and YouTube. Weird finds, abandoned structures, scrawled messages, even seemingly impossible coincidences. But most of it felt like harmless, creepy fun. Until Seattle. On June 19th, a TikTok user going by at Uganri uploaded a video. It starts casual, filmed like a vlog. A group of teens following their Randonautica coordinates to a beach in West Seattle. They're joking, filming the whole thing. Then, they spot something. A large black suitcase wedged between the rocks. At first they laugh. Someone, what if it's money? Someone, what if it's a body? They approach, slowly, the camera still rolling. They unzip the suitcase. Inside, black trash bags. One of the girls covers her nose. Someone, it stinks, y'all. The laughter stops. The camera jerks. Then someone calls 911. That's where the video ends. But the internet wasn't done watching. Police arrived shortly after. They opened the suitcase carefully, unwrapping the thick black bags inside. What they found wasn't garbage. It was human remains. And that wasn't all. A second suitcase, floating nearby, was recovered later that day. It also contained remains. Suddenly, a TikTok trend had become a crime scene. Detectives sealed off the area. Forensic teams combed the beach. And the video, just 58 seconds long, was now evidence. Within days, the victims were identified. Jessica Lewis, 35, and her boyfriend Austin Cash Wenner, 27. Jessica was a mother, 4 kids. Friends described her as kind, grounded, protective. Austin was quiet, loyal. He had been with Jessica for nearly a decade. They had been reported missing a week earlier. Autopsies revealed they had both been shot, but no one knew why, or by who, until detectives began digging deeper, and found someone who didn't want to be found. The investigation led to a man named Michael Dudley, a 62-year-old Seattle resident. Jessica and Austin had been renting a room in his house. Neighbors told police there had been shouting, gunshots, days before the couple went missing. When police searched Dudley's home, they found bullet holes, spent casings, blood, a lot of it. At first, Dudley denied everything, but the evidence told another story. Eventually, he admitted that there had been a fight, that things had gotten out of hand. He was arrested, charged with 2 counts of murder, but the most chilling detail? The way the bodies were disposed of, packed into suitcases, and left for the tide to find. The video the teens uploaded, it didn't just go viral, it changed the investigation. Millions of people saw it. News stations played it on loop. Some viewers accused the teens of faking the discovery, but police confirmed it. Their footage helped confirm the timeline, the location, even the position of the suitcases. It also raised questions. Would the bodies have ever been found without the app? Randonautica's developers issued a statement. They said the coordinates were generated randomly. They had no way of knowing what would be there. But still, people wondered. Was it a coincidence or something else? In 2022, Michael Dudley stood trial. Prosecutors said it was premeditated. That money, or personal conflict, had led to the murders. The defense claimed self-defense, a fight that escalated, a mistake. But the evidence, the blood, the bodies, the bags, told a darker story. Dudley now sits behind bars, but many believe we still don't know the full truth. Some think the teens stumbled across more than just a crime scene, that there were other items recovered from the beach, items that were never made public. Even now, rumors of a third suitcase persist. No photos, no confirmation, just silence. The case of Jessica Lewis and Austin Wenner is closed, but the questions remain. What if the teens hadn't opened that suitcase? What if they'd chosen a different intention? Would the tide have washed the evidence away? Would this still be a mystery? And what does it mean when an app designed for random exploration leads people straight to murder? Maybe it was a coincidence, or maybe something else was pulling the strings. Whatever the truth is, one thing is clear: not every game ends where you expect. And sometimes what starts as a fun little app opens a door that was never meant to be found.